Hey, tubers! After the successful run of the Kawasaki 440 Sno Jet, shown right here. There we go. Yesterday, I decided to go ahead and see what I could do about getting my hood put back together. Let me show you what I'm working with here. So when I got the sled, this thing was pretty schmucked up here. Looks like they hit a tree or fence or something and tore it apart pretty good. So basically, I can't be too concerned about the graphics on it, but I need to figure out how to stick this back together. And I think the best way is to put it back on the front of the sled and secure it on the outside and then flip it over and resin it up on the inside and then come back to the outside and finish it up there. But it'll be a learning experience for me working with the fiberglass. Okay, currently I've got these pins still stuck in the hood. I think I'm going to pull those out so that the hinge will fit down on top of there. That might be a better way of doing it. Okay, I'm looking at this and it sure looks to me like it took a hit right on the bumper there from the angle. When I come down here, this side sure has a sharper going back there. It looks like it's pushed over. And that one's pushed in there. It's kind of rounded off. I think I need to shift that over a little bit. Get this pushed back in here. That side falls pretty good. You can kind of see the gap on that side. So let's see what we can do about making that fit a little better before I start final assembly. Well, after doing a considerable amount of mucking around with it and pushing it this way and that and trying to move it, I don't think it's going anywhere. That rail, I'd have to probably take that whole rail off, and it just, I don't think it's worth it. So, we are going to repair the hood to the shape of the chassis. So let's put that back on and see what we got to work with here. Bring that down. Let's see. Okay. Gotta come over. Set it down on the hinges. Gotta come forward some. Yeah, there we go. Fits there. Let's get this tucked inside here. Goes down in there, like that. This comes along here. That goes there. And tucked inside there. Yeah, might have moved it a little bit. Okay, that's where we're going to fix it. These hood hinges are down on there. Yeah, that's where they go. So this. Okay. Well, I got the first bit of resin in there, in the cracks on the outside, and hopefully that'll hold it enough together enough so that when I flip it over I can address the real damage on the inside. But I think that's going to work out. I'm probably going to end up losing the decal on this side. I'm not sure if somebody makes those again or not. But we'll have to check into that, because it'd be nice if I could just buy that decal and lay it back on there after I get it repainted. And there's some pinstriping and things like that, but who knows, maybe that whole hood will get repainted. We will talk to you soon. Okay, tubes, well, I got stuck the resin in there, and kind of got it so it's holding back together, but I'm going to have to do a fair amount of body work. I'm afraid I'm going to lose my decal on this side, or have to make some changes to it, or do something different, because there's a fair amount of significant damage covering that area. But now at least I can flip it over here and see what I got to work with on the inside. And I took a little wire brush and kind of roughed it up, but I think there's a good candidate for just laying some resin and cloth in there and sticking it back together. So we'll see what we can do with that. Well, I took my decal removing disc, it's a rubber disc on the gun drill there, and kind of went over and got the decal off most spots there. It's tough. It's going to be, I'm going to glass it up good on the inside and then start working on the outside here. I didn't get this lined up right here too well. There's kind of a wiki there, but I think if I bring this around and shape it on, fill it on the inside and the outside, and get that set up with some new fiberglass cloth on the inside there, and that we can get that looking like that corner does, and it should work just fine. My only concern is I haven't been able to locate a decal for the side here. So it might be a matter of just running decalless on that side and keeping the one on this side. That's what it should look like there, you know. So we'll see what happens. Got the resin mixed up and put in there, and added my little piece of fiberglass cloth there. It looks like it's popping up a little bit right here. Get that air bubble out of there. There we go. And that should work just fine. Get that pushed down in there. Yeah, there we go. That'll keep that corner, and I'll be able to shape it and bring it around and contour it there. Eek. Yeah, we're best off just leaving that be. And that's all. I see a couple drips here. I can smooth those off. I noticed there used to be a sound deadener or something inside of here. I'm wondering what modern product. I have some underhood insulation that I've seen that it's adhesive backed with about I don't know, maybe a ½ inch of foam, and then it's foil on the one side. And I'm going to see if I can maybe find some of that, because it'd be nice to put some of the sound deadening back in here and quiet it down a little bit. It's, you know, not a loud machine with the stock exhaust on it, but you know, it would be nice. It looks like there was the same stuff on the back side here. Got some sort of adhesive. At one time there was a adhesive backed foam or something there. So we'll see what we can do with that. In the meantime, I got a couple other things I'd like to tackle on this. So of course one of the things that deteriorates on these are the plastic parts, and I got myself a new pair of handles. So I cleaned up the aluminum a little bit there on both sides, and we're going to go ahead and stick these back on, and so that be done with that. And there we go, got the new handles on, and so the passengers have something to hang on to if I ever take Sheila for a ride, which will probably happen here at some point. Just saw on eBay that there was an SST console for sale that included a tachometer. And I'm thinking, a tachometer would be pretty cool to have on this machine. So I think I'm going to follow up on that and see what I can find and pick that up. I did a little repair work on the duct for the cooling fan there. There were a couple chunks out of the die cast, so I just put a piece of heating duct tape over the top of that and covered that up, made it look a little pretty. But she's coming together slowly but surely. Talk to you soon.